I'm Jerry McBride. I've been farming full-time since 1982. I'm farming approximately 1,500 acres right now, trying to do it as a one-man operation. Back in '92, I was asked to join the local Soil and Water District Board, and I did. And being on the board, I saw some of the practices that they were recommending and things coming along. I just thought that a board member ought to be setting an example for the rest of the community to do the right things. I'm 100% no-till, so that's the first thing I do. I do have some drainage control structures. I put the first blind inlet in the state in, so I've got a couple of blind inlets now that I've had in for, gosh, I don't know, 10, 12 years. As far as placing nutrients in the ground, all the data shows that a lot of the phosphorus getting into the rivers and the lakes is coming from surface runoff. So if I get that phosphorus in the ground 2 to 3 inches, and we get a 2-inch rain and the water runs off the surface, my phosphorus supposedly is still where I put it, right there in the ground. I haven't seen any difference on yield, plus or minus. The biggest thing I see is dollar savings. I'm not putting phosphorus on where I don't need it. I'm putting on maybe a little more where I do need it, but not overkill, and it's in the ground, so I'm not worried about that running off. It takes me a lot of time to cover 1,500 acres. I cover every acre every year. There's several ways to get started. The first thing you gotta do, you gotta have good soil tests. I started grid sampling on the very first farm that I bought. And I've been grid sampling that and variable rating that ever since 1985. I have evened the pH out more to what it should be on the farm, and that's helped the nutrients become more available. You're going to save money. You're going to more than save what it's going to cost you to do it. And it's just a good philosophy to do. Yeah, I've been doing cover crops for quite a few years. When you go out there in the spring and you're going to the stuff that's 3 and 4 feet tall, you got to have faith in your planter. I would try a few fields, get the feel of it before jumping in all the way. Number one thing you learn, of course you learn this as a farmer, you learn patience. I mean, you got to be patient. You're not going to see results right away. You learn you have to be determined. You got to set your mind to do what you're going to set out to do. The data that I'm seeing so far is, I guess I'm learning that we are doing the right thing. So just trying to do what I can do to further my conservation efforts.